Fantastic to be here today to tell you about the wines of Smith and Sheth. You're going to get a little bit more of the side of the Smith story than the Sheth story, but hopefully by the end of this you'll know a little bit more about us and about me. It's an absolute pleasure to be part of the People's Choice Awards, and I'd like to take you back to where my career in wine started, which actually was well before I was even born. My great-grandfather was one of New Zealand's most notorious bootleg whiskey makers. So I think that's where I get my alcohol gene, and skipped a few generations and came out with me maybe when I was around 18 years old, when I left high school, brought up on the farms of New Zealand, and was started work as a scientist in agriculture, and just happened to fall into viticulture, and from there it's history. So I found the things that I loved in this world of wine. With it's all about the land, it's about science, and it's about creating beautiful products from the land. So I was very lucky that that's where it started, and then went and worked for George Fistonich at Villa Maria as group viticulturalist, and Craigie Range, and now have the most exciting wine project that I've ever been involved in, which is the wines of Smith and Sheth. And I guess the idea here is to take my 35 years of experience in New Zealand wine, and not just about the vineyards, not just about the wines, but it's also about the people. So the Smith and Sheth story is about finding these great vineyards in different parts of New Zealand. Sometimes I've planted those vineyards 30 years ago, working with some friends that are winemakers in that district to create wines that I really love. And they are a reflection of New Zealand that is also a reflection of my life in wine. And the wonderful thing is to have a great partner. Brian Sheth is a young American guy, great businessman, really true wine person, and a great lover of this country. So, jointly together we're making a collection of wines that we actually think represents a different view of what New Zealand wine can look like, through the lens of the Smith and Sheth Cru brand, and of course, Cru meaning vineyards of exceptional quality. The wine that we're celebrating at the moment is the Wairau Sauvignon from Marlborough, made from some old vines on the stony original vineyards of Marlborough when they were planted back at the end of the 1970s. And then another wonderful vineyard, Sam and Mandy Weaver's vineyard on the hills of the Waihopai Valley. So it's a different take on New Zealand Sauvignon. It's not grassy, it's not powerfully aromatic, but it is beautiful and floral and limey and stony, and all of the things I love about Marlborough Sauvignon. So again, great to be nominated for the People's Choice Awards. Wish I was with you guys in London, but it's by video today. So thanks very much.